Morning dear students. Now let's move on to the next topic of the chapter, that is chemical properties of haloarenes. Okay, so which type of chemical reactions are given by these compounds that we are going to discuss in this section. Now before starting with the chemical reaction, first we have to discuss one important point, and that point is haloarenes are less reactive than haloalkanes. Okay, now what is the reason behind the less reactivity of haloarenes? The first and the most important reason is resonance effect. Now what is the meaning of resonance effect? We have to make the resonating structures. So one example I am taking here, that is of chlorobenzene. Now we can make the resonating structure because this part we have completed in our 11th class. Now if we make the resonating structure, now this is plus R effect. So if we make the resonating structures of this chlorobenzene, we can see that between this carbon and chlorine there is double bond. Okay, and it requires more energy to break a double bond as compared to single bond. So because of resonance, CCl bond acquires double bond character. So what will happen? Bond cleavage is difficult. So why haloarenes are less reactive? Because in haloarenes, carbon chlorine bond is double bond character, so more energy is required to break that bond, so they are not that much reactive. Now the second reason behind this is hybridization. Okay, now I have written two compounds here. This is my haloarene, this is X, this is benzene, and this is my haloalkane. Now compare the hybridization states of two carbon atoms. Now this carbon atom is sp3 hybridized and this carbon atom is sp2 hybridized. Okay, and in 11th class we have learned one thing, that in sp2 hybridized state, S character is 33% and P character is 66%. But in sp3, S character is 25% and P character is 75%. It means this carbon is having more S character. Greater is the S character, more is the electronegativity. It means the carbon atom in haloarene, which is sp2 hybridized, is more electronegative. And if this carbon is more electronegative, what it will do? So it will pull the electron, it will hold the electron of this bond towards itself. Okay, so these electrons, these bonded electrons are pulled by this carbon because now it is more electronegative. So what will happen? Polarity will decrease. Okay, polarity of CX bond will decrease, and if polarity is less, bond will not break easily. So less is the reactivity. So sp2 hybridized carbon in haloarene is more electronegative, so holds the electron of CX bond, and less is polarity and less is the reactivity. So these are the two important reasons behind the less reactivity of haloarenes. Now what about the chemical reactions? So what reactions we are going to discuss here? So first is the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, so first type of reaction is nucleophilic substitution reaction, which are given by haloarenes, and first is replacement by OH group. How to replace halogen of haloarene by OH group? Now listen carefully. There is one name for this process. This process is known as Dow's process, and this process we use for commercial synthesis, commercial manufacture of phenol. Okay, now this is my chlorobenzene. It is treated with aqueous NaOH. Okay, temperature is 623 Kelvin. Pressure is 300 atmospheric pressure. It means some drastic conditions are applied here, because double bond is there, so more heating and more pressure is required here. So what will happen? One intermediate is formed, that is, now this is known as sodium phenoxide. Okay, and if we hydrolyze it, what will happen? Phenol is formed. So how to replace Cl by OH group? We can add our reagent aqueous NaOH, but along with the reagent we have to mention the conditions also. Now second is substitution by amino group. Now how to replace halogen by NH2 group? So what is my reagent here? Now this is chlorobenzene. I will treat this with ammonia. This is copper oxide. Now again temperature and pressure are high, 475 Kelvin and 60 atmospheric pressure. What will happen? The chloro group is replaced by NH2 group, so aniline is obtained. Okay, and this is unlike your haloalkanes, because in haloalkanes we require only ammonia, only NH3 is required, no temperature, no pressure, no extra condition. The next is replacement by cyano group. Okay, cyano group means CN group. Okay, it is also known as nitrile group. Now how to replace halogen by cyano group? So the reagent here is CuCN. Now remember, in haloalkane what was the reagent used for replacement? We used KCN. Okay, now CuCN in the presence of pyridine, this is the reagent that we use in haloarine. What happens? The halogen is replaced by CN. It is changed to cyanobenzene, it is changed to benzene nitrile, and as soon as a cyano group comes here, okay, on benzene ring, we know about the three important reactions of cyano group. Now what are the three important reactions? First is complete hydrolysis, second is partial hydrolysis, and the third is reduction. Okay, and this reaction we can use for ascent of series. One carbon increases, okay, if we use CuCN or KCN. Now complete hydrolysis is carried out in the presence of dilute HCl. What will happen? The cyano group will change to COOH group. Partial hydrolysis is done in the presence of concentrated HCl. What happens? Cyano group is replaced by CONH2. This is amide group. Okay, so this compound is benzoic acid, this compound is benzamide, and if reduction is done, now reduction is done with 4H. Okay, I require 4 hydrogen atoms, any reducing agent you can take, and what will happen? The CN is replaced by CH2NH2, and this compound is known as benzyl amine. Okay, so these are the three types of nucleophilic substitution reactions which are given by haloarenes. Okay. Now we have seen three types of nucleophilic substitutions in haloarenes, and we have seen one thing, that the nucleophilic substitutions in haloarenes occur but not readily. It requires high temperature and pressure conditions. Now suppose if we don't have high pressure and temperature conditions, or if we don't want to use high temperature and pressure, then how to increase the reactivity of haloarenes towards nucleophilic substitution? Okay, so without increasing temperature and pressure, how to increase the reactivity of haloarenes towards nucleophilic substitution? Okay, so we have one topic here, that is effect of electron withdrawing substituents. Now what are electron withdrawing substituents? Which withdraw electrons from benzene ring. Now what are the examples? Okay, the examples are NO2 group, cyanide group, all your minus I groups. Now what these groups will do? Suppose if I put these groups at ortho and para positions, okay, what will happen? They will activate the ring towards substitution reaction. So if we want to increase the reactivity of haloarenes towards nucleophilic substitution, either you use high temperature or pressure, or you put some electron withdrawing group at ortho and para position. Now why especially at ortho and para only? Because if we look at the resonating structures of chlorobenzene or any other halobenzene, we see that the negative charge or the electron density is more at ortho and para position. So we put these electron withdrawing groups at ortho and para positions only because their effect is more when they are kept at ortho and para positions. Clear? So what I am doing here, now this is my chlorobenzene. Simply if I take chlorobenzene, I require 6 to 8% NaOH, 623 Kelvin temperature, 300 atmospheric pressure. Second reaction is with dilute HCl, I will get phenol. Substitution will occur, but this drastic condition is required. But what I am doing now, I am putting one NO2 group at the para position. This is my electron withdrawing group. So what will happen? Now see, 15% NaOH, and what is the temperature? 443 Kelvin. So you can see that temperature is reduced here, and your Cl is replaced by OH. Suppose if I use two NO2 group, one at ortho and one at para, you can see that again the temperature is further reduced to 368 Kelvin. Okay, and your halogen is replaced by OH. And suppose if at all the three positions your NO2 group is there, what will happen? Now simply you require boiling with water, and your halogen will be replaced by OH. Now what this compound is, this is a very special compound, okay, that we'll discuss in next chapter, alcohol, phenol and ether. Now what is the IUPAC name of this compound? Now this is first carbon, so 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, okay, and this compound is having a common name picric acid because it is having some acidic nature, so it is known as picric acid. So we can see that if we increase the number of electron withdrawing substituents, the reactivity of haloarene also increases. Okay, So this was the first type of reaction given by haloarenes, that is nucleophilic substitution. Now what is the second type of reaction given by haloarenes? It is reaction with metals. Now first reaction is with magnesium. So this is my bromobenzene. It is treated with magnesium in the presence of dry ether. What I will get? I will get Grignard reagent. Now this is aromatic Grignard reagent, phenyl magnesium bromide, okay, C6H5MgBr. Okay, the next is reaction with sodium. Okay, now it is the modification of your Wurtz reaction. So in aromatic compounds we have two reactions. One is Wurtz-Fittig reaction and the second is Fittig reaction. These two are the modifications of our Wurtz reaction. Now in Wurtz-Fittig reaction what we do? One is aromatic and one is aliphatic. So this is C6H5Cl. It is treated with 2 sodium atoms and CH3Cl. In the presence of dry ether the reaction will occur. Now 2 NaCl will be removed and we'll get toluene. Now Fittig reaction, in Fittig reaction both the molecules are same, that is chlorobenzene. So 2 molecules of chlorobenzene will take 2 sodium, again ether. So what will happen? Now 2 NaCl will be removed and we'll get diphenyl. Okay, now this is a question in your NCERT book, that convert benzene to diphenyl. So how will you convert? First benzene is converted to chlorobenzene by chlorination and then Fittig reaction is used. So this is the second type of reaction given by haloarenes. Okay, now the next type of reaction is reduction. Reduction of haloarenes. So chlorobenzene is there. Now how many hydrogen atoms I require? 2H. Now these 2 hydrogen atoms are provided by my reducing agent, that is nickel aluminium alloy. Okay, nickel aluminium alloy is there in the presence of NaOH. So what will happen? Now this bond will break. Okay, so this bond will break. 1 H will come here, 1 H will come here. So it is changed to benzene plus byproduct is HCl. So this is the next type of reaction. Now moving to the next type of reaction given by haloarene, and that is the reaction due to benzene ring. Okay, in all these reactions we have seen that only halogen is taking part, benzene is not taking part. But now we'll discuss only those reactions in which the benzene takes part. Okay, so these reactions are known as electrophilic substitution reactions. Okay, electrophilic substitution means replacement of one electrophile, one positive, by another positive. Okay, so these reactions are due to benzene ring. Now what is the nature of benzene? What is the nature of chlorobenzene? Chlorobenzene is ortho-para director. Why? Because if we make the resonating structure, now I have made the resonating structure of chlorobenzene, it is plus R effect. Okay, so we can see that negative charge comes at ortho, then negative charge comes at para and again at ortho. Since the electron density is more at ortho and para positions, so the incoming electrophile can attack only at ortho and para positions. So haloarenes are ortho-para directors. Okay, now which type of reactions are there? So let's see the types of electrophilic substitution reactions. The first reaction is halogenation. Okay, now this is my chlorobenzene. It is treated with chlorine in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3 or anhydrous FeCl3. Okay, this we have discussed earlier. This is Lewis acid, this is halogen carrier. What will happen? Now one chloro will come at ortho and another will come at para. Ortho and para, both the products are obtained. Okay, ortho is always minor and para is major. Ortho dichlorobenzene and para dichlorobenzene. The next is nitration. Nitration occurs in the presence of concentrated HNO3 and concentrated H2SO4. This is nitrating mixture. So what will happen? The nitro group will come at ortho and para. Ortho nitrochlorobenzene and para nitrochlorobenzene. The third is sulfonation. Sulfonation occurs in the presence of concentrated H2SO4. So what will happen? At ortho and para position, your sulfonic group. Now what is this SO3H group? This SO3H group is known as sulfonic acid group. Okay, so this is 2-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid. This is 4-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid. And the last reaction is Friedel-Crafts reaction. Okay, Friedel-Crafts reaction is of 2 types. You know this thing. First is alkylation and second is acetylation or acylation. Friedel-Crafts alkylation occurs in the presence of CH3Cl. Okay, in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3. So what will happen? At ortho and para position, my alkyl group, here my alkyl group is CH3, so CH3 will come. And acetylation means it occurs in the presence of acetyl chloride. This is acetyl chloride, CH3COCl. So what will happen at ortho and para position? The acetyl group will come. COCH3 is the acetyl group. Okay, so these are the chemical properties which are shown by haloarenes: nucleophilic substitution reactions, reaction with metals, okay, reduction reactions, and the reactions due to benzene ring, that is electrophilic substitution reactions.